on! You can do it! Please tell me this is live. Please! As usual, the first person to tell me that I'm live down in the corner wins a vaping biker autograph. How's that? Right. Here it goes, here it goes, here it goes. And we're live. Whew. Right. I've got to say, I'm absolutely freezing in here. But thank you all for coming along on a Sunday afternoon. Now, once again, this is going to be the last in my little series of live dirty squonking reviews, just to kind of clear the queue out a little bit. So the last one we're going to be having a look at is from the one, the only, Mr. Nigel Moxon, and it's this. It's the silver, well, this is the SVBF, because it has a switch Fet in it, and this is a Squonker, and it's a little metal box. It's not 3D printed, this one. Now, Nigel gave this to me whilst I was in Birmingham, and I'm well chuffed about that. So Nigel, as always, thank you very much. Now, everything else we'll cover as we go along. Chat, I will probably ignore this for most of the time because this is a review. This is not a vlog, this is not me chewing the fat with you guys. What it does allow is that at the end of the review, please keep any questions you have for the end, and then you can ask as many questions as you like at the end of this video. However, I do have to say, please keep the questions related to the mod that I'm showing you. Please don't ask me what my favourite build is, what my favourite mod is, or anything like that. This is just for this mod. Also, my good friend, Mr. Vaping Biker, is possibly wielding a big spanner and looking after chat, so if there's any hassles or if you're being an arse, he'll boot you out. There you go. And you like them apples, as he would say. But there's a few folk that are in there. Honestly, thank you for just popping along on a Sunday afternoon. Ooh. I actually don't know where to go from here. I'm absolutely, my head is not in the game at all. So I'm just going to close down a few windows here and oh, I'll need a light on. Boink for a start. And I think we'll just go into this. We'll just go into it. Right, pop my little moddy over there and we'll do some close-ups. Boink, there we go. Right, hopefully down the side of the screen you will see some spec there. I'll give you more information as we go along in the actual construction of this and what Nigel does, but you can see there it says it's a switch Fet, so there is a battery cutoff at 2.7 volts. It does have reverse battery protection, but what that means is if you have a battery, well sorry, if you have an ATI on here, you put a battery in the wrong way round, it will auto fire. So yes, there is a reverse battery protection there. Other stuff, you have all the dimensions there, and we'll cover that as we go along. Price wise, for a standard one, now this is the Silver Surfer, this is £140, this one. For a standard one, you can see it says it's £110 and it goes up to £160 for the various versions. But I'll get that out the way and we can cover all that at the end. Boink, shazawa. Right, when you get one of these, it will come in a little pooch, just like this. A pooch, a pouch. There we go, got that. And it's all nice and, woohoo, keeps your mod nice and protected in there. So that's good that it comes like that. The actual mod itself, do you know, you think I would have this organised by now, but I better go and grab another couple of mods just to give you comparisons. Now please remember this has a switch Fet in it, and yeah, I'm sorry about the knuckles, but yeah, I was doing DIY this morning and the wall won. Anyway, so here's Nigel's little mod, and you can see there, so there's it's an 18650. So there's a Druga next to it, gives you an idea of the size, and there's an Athena. So there's just a couple of mechanical ones that are on the market just now, just to give you an idea on size, you know, thickness, and there we go. Now, as I said, this is the Silver Surfer version, and I can't really show you that great on the video here, but hopefully when I'm spinning that you can see the sparkle. I mean, there's 3 coats of powder that goes onto this. There is a lot of time that goes into these little switch Fet Squonkers, and I know Nigel spends a lot of time on them, and this is his full-time occupation now, but you can just see that sparkle there. And yet once again, these are metal. We do have a little button on the side here, so we've got Evil Genius, and it's just a little Mitec, and it just clicks away there, quite the thing. We have a Modmaker 510 up the top there, that's 22mm up the top, so you all know the Modmaker by now. Take this off, and you can see that it's also a Modmaker small boy box, and yeah, he's even got magnets in there, and he's got them the right way around. He's a clever boy. Inside, up here, we have, we've got the switch here, 510, and just underneath here, you can see, now that is actually the switch Fet that's in there. Now what he's done is that he's taken epoxy and he's actually coated the whole switch Fet in epoxy, because with having your, your 510 here, your bottle's going to sit here, there is the possibility of juice coming down. So what he's done is he's coated the board in epoxy, so if there's any leaking at all, there's going to be no damage to the board, which is a good thing. The enclosure here is 3D printed, and this is made by Sleds or Axe. And this is, I think, Nigel will kill me because I'll probably get this wrong. I think this is the 4th version of the, the little enclosure here that he's done, or the sled. There is going to be a new one coming along, and I will cover that when we go back up top. But you get a Modmaker 510 Squonky bottle that goes in there, and you also, you get your 18650 positive up. No issues with damage on the battery. I'm able to put my 18650s in there, no problem. I've not had any tears on the wraps at all. And the bottle's nice and easy to get in and out. Pop that back on. The fit and finish on it is superb. It really is superb. I am not, and I've told Nigel this, I'm not a huge fan of seeing this. I know it's just me being a little bit on the arsey side or anal side, but it's something I don't like. I do know that his next iteration of this sled, that he is looking at having this area here covered, or he's going to be doing something with this, which I would like, because to be brutally honest, it's the only thing I don't like about this mod, is actually seeing, the epoxy, seeing a little bit of glue and all this kind of stuff going on there. It just doesn't appeal to me at all. But popping the door back on, there is no issues, there's no sharp edges going on here. This is all smoothed out, a big hole for squonking with, no issue there at all. And one last spin round here before we go back up top, and hopefully you get an idea of how he's doing this. Right, let's finish there, and we'll go back up to my ugly mug. Hello. Schwartz is saying, put the door on and you won't see it. Correct. Yes, you don't, and you don't see it. But listen, when you're doing a review, you've got a choice. You can either not mention these things and just ignore them, or mention things. And I like to think that when I'm doing my reviews, I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to tell you what I like and what I don't like. And well, I've just put juice all over myself there, and it's just something I don't like. I know lots of other people have these mods, and there is in the UK, Nigel has a massive following. He really does. Nigel's been, I was going to say kicking about. Nigel's been on the scene making mods for as long as I've been vaping, and yeah, he gets a lot of respect from a lot of people in the industry. If, for me, and this is just for me, if that enclosure, if that was just covered up, I would love this. Now, I'm just going to pull something up. I'll get to chat in a second, so keep your questions just for now. Now, where did I put that document? Now, this is just to give you an idea of the time, okay? Now, it's just a metal box, just a metal enclosure, and this one has 3 coats on it. So each layer has to bake for 20 minutes. So prep the box, paint the box, bake the box, prep, paint, bake, and repeat. So he does that 3 times for the Silver Surfer. The Gecko version that he does gets anything up to 8 layers of powder coat. The rat boxes that he does have 4 layers, and you have various other ones. And just to give you an idea, since Vape Fest alone, he's had like 285 orders for these things. Now, you want to go along to the Facebook page. If you want to grab one of these, get on his Facebook page, and I do think, just reading here, going forward, he's working on the next batch of 50, but he'll be working in batches of 20 going on. That's the information I have, and that's what I'm sharing with you. Now, let's get rid of that. Don't get rid, gone. So, to vape with, no issues, just little Mitec click. And it performs great. One thing I have found with this little Mitec on mine, and as always I'm telling you about the mod I have, there's almost like a 2-stage click on mine. I can push the button in and it sometimes fires. If I give it a push, you know, a firm press, it fires every single time. But if I just do it lightly, oh, there it goes. So it's, once again, I'm just sharing how I'm getting on with this. If you push the button, if you don't push it like a fairy, then yeah, it fires every bloody time. It squonks great when you have juice in the bottle. I mean, it's a Modmaker 510 squonk bottle, no issues there. The sides are curved. The finish is absolutely... I'll tell you about the finish. For those of you that don't, many moons ago I used to have my hobby used to be car detailing. I am anal about car paint and paint finishes, and I've got all the detailing gear, rotaries, orbitals, everything, and I can tell you that the finish on this is done very, very well. Now, going to go for chat. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to have a drink of coffee, because I can do that, because it's a live one and I can do what I like. So I'm going to have a little look. Right. Andy Summerfield says, how long has this review been going? Years. Absolute years. Vaping Biker has just put the link up for the Facebook group. The link, all the details, all the pricing for the different models are actually in the YouTube description as well. Bottles. I think the switch is the part Nigel is most wary of. Any problems he will rectify. That's I mean, that's the thing. And this is strange, because I like Nigel a lot, because he does a lot of stuff for charity. He's just a nice guy. He's just a good guy. If you have any issues at all, I know that you can just contact him and he will sort whatever the issue is, you know, as long as it's not you throwing it or dropping it or shit like that. So, coffee to match. The finish is amazing. Yes, it is. Very nice work, Nigel. Yeah, Schwartz is saying, just to clarify that, at this moment in time, the list is closed. Once he makes a certain amount, then he opens it back up again, so you can grab it that way. I was talking to Dean about this earlier on, and this is possibly something I shouldn't go on in a rant about or talk about during a review, but I'll say it anyway. What the hell, because I'm an idiot. The thing I like about this, now, there's a few trains of thought when it comes to this. This is just a metal box with a switch fet in it and a paint job, and it's for this one is £140. Yes, you could go out and buy something like the Athena and all that kind of stuff and whatnot for a lot less money. The thing I know about this is I can look at this and I can, in my head, I understand the work that has gone into producing this, that one guy has done. All this has been, it comes as a box. So he's milled the door out, the 510, he's milled it all out, sanded it down, he's got the sleds, put it in, put the board in, painted it. There is a lot of time that has gone into this. And so there's the thing, if you're one of these people that's always going on about price, then just think to yourself, how long would it take you to make this to this quality? You wouldn't do this in an hour, that's for sure. And because of that, I love it. I think it's really good. I'm not a fan of seeing the workings or the board and all the rest of it inside. That's my pet niggle for this. Outside that, I don't have any issues. And there you go. That's a lot of William, was the price mentioned? Yes, William, if you look in the description for this video, you will find all the prices. They start from £110 and go up to £160 depending on the finish that you go for. You can use twice if you use 12, you get what you pay for, and people think it's an awesome price, and there's lots of comments going on there. That is really it for this from me. I don't have anything else to tell you or share other than that I think it's a really nice mod, and I think Nigel's done a good job. I look forward to seeing the new enclosure inside, or the new sled inside, but for now that really is it. Now I'm going to stop just a second. I'm going to show you something else. I have to tack this on at the end because I wasn't going to review this, but because it was given to me, I just wanted to give you a quick look at something else. So we're just going to pop back here. Boink! There we go. Right. I've reviewed this before. This is the from Phobia, Triphobic, Bob. Yeah, this place. Sorry, Bradley. Right. This I reviewed before. It's the Phobia, and this is the new version, or one of the new versions. This is not 3D printed. This is actually Delrin. So this is a lot harder wearing than the other ones. This one, I mean, you're looking at £170 for the Delrin finish, and just to give you a look around this. So we've got a Modmaker 510 going on there again, and inside we have silver contacts, and these wee clicky there, and door just pops back on, and boom, that's it. Now I did a full review for, you know, just the standard version. If you're at all interested, then please go along, have a look at the standard review, the normal review, and you'll see the links and all the rest of it if you want to buy one. But I will also say that Bob, or Bradley that makes these, is once again UK company, UK mod maker. Support your UK mod maker, support them, even if they do come from South Africa. No, sorry, I just put my bottles back in there. But that's it from me. Just checking chat, see if there's any other questions in here. Doors upside down, you silly bugger. Yes, that would matter if I was vaping with it, Mr. Biker. Get it up, yeah. Sean Thomas, I used to know a guy called Sean Thomas. Big guy, can't be him. Oh, talking about the pulse, no. Talking about 2650s, people love Phobic Bob. Ding, 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 ding. I'm going to stop. Guys, as always, thank you for watching. This will be the last live type thing review that I do for a little while. I'm going back to doing the normal reviews. Some of you will be pleased to know. Don't read chat. I'm just no, don't read this because it's just wrong. Next up, I do have these two to come. I'm going to do a make review next for the El Thunder. This is very good. I like this make a lot. And also early in the week I will have a review for the key from ePhoenix, which is another Squonker, but this is a regulated one. Guys, away you go. Go and enjoy the rest of your weekend and stop listening to me talking in a shed. As always, it was a pleasure. Please, if you're interested in the mods, check the links in the description. Thank you to Mr. Vaping Biker for looking after moderation as always. And until next time, bye for now. Click buttons. Stop.